Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this fantastic video. It's Gluck here, the king of marketing. What king of marketing means? Yeah, basically means that if you follow what I say and if you apply what I say to your life, to your business, your monetary bank account will explode. Okay, so basically, what you want to do is to just take what I say, apply it, and test. Okay, and if it works, this is the proof I'm really the king. So today, the video today, I think it's 1 hour lesson, will be about how to make money. Okay, so in the very first reason I do this video is because people look for, on Google, on YouTube, or whatever, they look for how to make money with. Okay, so let me write it. They do something like how to make money with, I don't know, Amazon or YouTube or books or whatever. So if we just split the sentence in two parts, you will see that basically what they do is they focus on the very second part of the sentence. So they focus on with Amazon, with YouTube, with books, whatever. So by doing this, it's like, imagine that there is a tree here. I'm not really good at drawing, but I try to do my best. Okay, there is a tree here, and there are fruits. So uh, they. I'm not saying that this is wrong, but let me I'll try to explain this. What they do is to focus on the fruits. Okay, they just focus on the fruits, but the tree, in order the tree to give fruits, okay, that are basically the money in this case, we need the body, okay, and we need the roots, right? We need the roots, we need the body, and after a certain amount of time, we have the money as fruits, as a result of our efforts. Okay, so today we concentrate on the roots that are basically marketing and business knowledge. Okay, but you are here on the channel of the king of marketing. I am the king. This means that your monetary results will explode if you apply what I do. Okay, like I have clients, okay, customers, whatever you want to call them, that they do times 2, times 3, times 10, times 50 times what they do now in terms of monetary result. Okay, so if you apply what I do, you will, for example, you do, let's say 20K month, okay, you can arrive to 40K month without, or just with a little increase of effort, okay, but really little. So um, it's like you multiply your income without really doing much more, because the real way you make more is by adjusting some details, and you are going to discover. So just stay with me and subscribe to the channel, because today we speak about the roots. On the next videos, we are going to speak about the body. That is, let me write it here, uh, personal attitude, okay? And I will say behavior, okay? Behavior, okay? So this is the body. So in order to get the fruits, you need a backbone, and this is your personal attitude, okay? The roots are the the marketing knowledge and the business knowledge, and fruits will be actually what we sell. So it's like the item, it's the thing. You understand? So in the next videos, we are going to speak about how to make money with Amazon, with YouTube, with books, with AI, with whatever. So just subscribe to the channel not to lose the chance and not to miss the chance to do more money, okay, to make more money. Okay, so wrap this. Stay with me for the next 5 minutes because I can understand that you maybe have some doubt about me being the king of marketing and the king of money. So I want to prove it to you. Okay? And before starting to speak in depth about the roots, I want to share with you a portion of my story. Okay? So basically, guys, my name is Federico. Okay? And I'm from Italy. My family, I come from a small town. I don't even know if we can call it town. It's 80K people. Okay, so it's really really small. It's really really tiny. Okay, small place. And if it's not, let's say, enough, my family was poor, or it's still somehow poor. Okay, um, poor family. Okay, so just to give you the reference, my mom used to clean inside of the houses of other people. So mom, it's almost 600 euro per month, and my dad is more or less 1.4, okay? K, of course, per month. So as you can imagine, this is not, I mean, it's a normal situation, nothing special, but there was a point in my life where I personally had, okay, I remained with 1K on bank account. So I know what means not to have money, not to, like, I know what is the feeling of you want to do something like travel, but you don't have the money, you must invent excuses to say, I'm not coming because I am busy, I am sick, I will have this other thing to do, but the reality is you don't have money to do it. So I know these feelings, okay? And if I'm making this video, it's because I want you to understand the real way to go out of this horrible situation first, and second, if you are already doing well, how maybe you can increase by 2 or 3 times what is your income. And the other reason I'm doing this is because when I was young, so more or less fifth year of elementary school, okay, my dad had a restaurant, okay, and this restaurant was closed. Was closed because some people decided to make a bomb, like literally a bomb, and make explode the one part of the restaurant. So uh, people started not to come to the restaurant anymore. And I have to say that after I realized that anyway, the business itself was bad, okay? Because they are poor, so they don't understand how to make more money, and this is exactly why I'm doing this video, because you can say how to make money with a restaurant, okay? So if you focus on the restaurant, you are fucked. Let me be honest with you, because if you understand how to make money, what follows, it's just ideal, it's not true, okay? um, so bad people, okay, so bad people basically destroyed my family, and I realized that they were poor too, okay? So I haven't blamed them. I was just scared, when I was a child. I mean, fifth elementary school, fifth year. So, but I realized that somehow I could find a way that, for example, if we have, let's say, this was the thought I had when I was a child, you know. If there were 10 bad people, okay, let me draw them. So these were in my you know, I was a kid, so the idea was this: we have 5 bad people doing bad things. If I can just help these to make more money, maybe we now have 9 people doing bad things because this has the money. So don't need to you know, create bombs and make a restaurant explode. You know, this was the basic idea of a child. And now that I am 30 years old, okay, now I am 30, I realized how to do it. So that's why I'm making this video. Oh, by the way, I'm not saying that you are bad, okay, I'm not saying this. I'm just telling you the story of how everything started. Okay, I was a child, bad things happened to me. My parents were in debt for I don't remember really because I was a kid, 7, 8 years. Okay, they were in debt to repay the you know, the things that you make to invest to open the restaurant, whatever. And we were really low income too, so that was a mess. And when I was a child, when I was in the middle school, okay, middle school, um, I was like, how to explain this? So I knew that they were in a trouble. I mean, my dad and my mom. So I felt ashamed to ask them the money to go to the cinema because I thought I was a kid, I was a child, you know, a teenager basically. And I thought if I go them and ask the money to go to the cinema, they might say we don't have it. So I, you know, avoid to do it. And I have been spending a lot of time at home playing with the computer because I didn't want to exit, because I didn't want to go to my family and say, can you borrow me the, you know, the weekly allowance, because they had to repay and to pay for the closure of everything. So what I'm trying to tell you is that doesn't matter where you start, doesn't matter where you are now, you can make a lot of money if you follow this video, okay? And I am the live proof of this because, I mean, my story tells it, okay? Um, okay, now stop with the past and go to the center of it. So let me write it how to make money, okay? So the concept number 1 is sell. Okay, so the whole economy of this world is based on a really simple principle. Here there is money, and here there is something. Okay, like a box. Uh, we basically exchange this for this. This is how you make money now, and how money is generated. Now, you might think this is not totally true. Like, for example, if you are an NBA player, right? You might think, I get the money and in return, I give my, you know, like the ball, right? Like the play, you know. But this is not true because an NBA or wherever, you know, team it's playing is like let me draw the football pitch, you know. I mean, it's the same concept, okay? So the team here is exchanging money for entertainment, okay? So the player here, the money that he gets comes from the company, and it's like a triangle, right? Where the people pay the company, and the company pays the players. And the what can be, like, say, whatever team you see, I don't know, we take one, the Real Madrid, okay? So Real Madrid makes money with tickets, right? Or merchandise, or ad spots. Why? Because if you watch carefully a match, here you will see advertising, right? Like people advertise their service. So they do it in the Real Madrid stadium, for example. So the ad spots is a source of income for Real Madrid and for many other teams. You understand? So they get the money from this and from investors, okay? And this money pays the football player. So even if the football player doesn't really sell, he trains, he runs, he would, score the goal, whatever. But the company, so the Real Madrid, let's say SPA, or LLC, in America is LLC, right? So let's say the Real Madrid LLC, it's not an LLC, but you got my point. It has different source of income and share a part of it with the players. You understand? So the very first thing to understand is how to make money is by selling stuff. Okay? Uh, Many people don't realize this. And I'm not kidding you, because, for example, they would open a restaurant thinking how to make people happy by eating. But this is not how McDonald's think. They think, how can we sell the McFlurry, or how can we sell ice cream? How can we sell more burgers? They think, how can we sell more? So the very first step is on how to make money. The very first um, step is how to sell. Okay, so better. The answer is sell. You must sell. Okay, and this is the very first, step. It's like the ground. It's the roots, as we saw before. Now, what I do, okay, what I do in compared to, like, let me draw it. Okay, this is me, and these are the other marketing experts. Okay, others marketing experts. Me. Okay, this is me. Okay, Gluck. Oh, by the way, Gluck is a German word, or is the German word for luck. Okay, so Glück is Deutsch, is German, and luck is English, right? So Glück means luck in English. So I like German, and I am a lucky person. So you will make money staying with me, maybe just not because you apply all these concepts, but just because you are. I am luck. I'm a lucky person. I tend to, project my luck to the people around me. So if you stay here, you subscribe, you watch the video, you will see that just because I am lucky, a lucky person, you will make more money. And if you don't believe me, try me for a couple of months and you will see this is true. So what's the difference between me and the others? Is that they would let you understand how to sell, this is how much money you make with them. And if you are with me, this is the amount of money you make with, let me do it a bit. This is not real. This is real, okay? This is the amount of money you make with Gluck, with me, okay? And this is the amount of money you make with the others. It's small, little, tiny fraction of what you can do. So you must understand, now we go a bit deeper in this concept, that when you sell, this is the amount of money you can make, okay, this is you might, okay, earn. generally speaking, people are really digging this amount. Let me change color. So this is what they do. Okay? Present. So every day they are missing more or less the 17% of what they could do if they just would, or better, they are missing the 17% of what of they could do if they just followed my advice. You understand? So this is the present, and this is what they are missing. Okay? Every day they miss the 17% of their potential income. So now imagine that you are making, I don't know, 1K per day. You can do, let's say, with 4 times this, it's 4K. Okay, you can do 4K with almost the same effort in a day. So you are missing 3K every day, you know? Like, it's a lot. It's a huge, okay? So what I do is to support you, your business. I don't know if you are a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, you have a small business, you have a bigger business, I don't know. You are a doctor, you are a dentist, you sell travels, you sell books. I don't know. I mean, this is a video. You know who you are. I don't know who you are, you know? So my work, and basically I don't even work, I create assets, but we will explain this in another video, okay, is push your line here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here, okay, so you get the 100% of what you are missing now. So basically it's like bringing you from earning 1K per day to 4K per day. I mean, it's a huge difference, okay? So, of course, to achieve this, we need the full tree. You remember the tree? You remember the tree? So, the marketing and business knowledge, the personal behavior and attitudes, and the thing, okay, the fruits. So we need the whole tree to achieve this result. Today we are focusing on the roots because they are like so important. Okay. So let me draw somehow the recap. Okay, we said that money is equal to sell. Okay. Now the question is, and sell is equal to what? Because many people don't understand this. Many people don't understand that money is equal to sell, and sell is equal to what? They stop here. That's why they don't make enough money, or they don't make the money that they could do if they followed this equation. So let me unveil it for you. So sell is equal to, let's say, I don't want to miss this because many people can't realize what I'm going to say, but make people pay you. Okay. So money is equal to sell. You understand? This is easy to understand, no? Right? Money is equal to sell. So I give you an iPhone, you give me $2,000. It's easy to understand. But now the tough part is that sell is equal to make people willing, and then of course actually paying you. Okay? And this is really huge. Because if you think about it for a moment, just for a moment, my question for you is, how many people do you influence in a way that they want to pay you or they want to give you the money for what you sell? Now let's think about it. If you are a worker, if you're an employee, first of all, money is equal to sell, it's okay, but how many people you are influencing now in order to make them willing to give you the money? If you think about it, it's like none. That's why you don't make enough money. Okay, so the reason why you don't make enough money is because you don't have a system, let me write here, system, that influence people, okay, to give you and willing to give you the money. This is the main thing of today. So now, if you understand that you need people willing to exchange their money for your products and services, uh, the keyword is actually willing. Because will, let me change color. Will is equal to emotions. Okay? Will is equal to emotions. It's not equal to logic. It will be logic to, I don't know, have a checkup with the dentist once every 3 or 4 months. It will be logic. How many people do it? 10% of the world population? I would say 1% or even less. Why? Because it's not logical, it's an emotional thing. And some of them are scared of the bill. Some of them are just scared of the dentist. Some of them are scared of paying the dentist because they don't have enough money. So the emotions of being scared stop them from doing what will be logical to do. Have a checkup every 3 months for your teeth. That would be logical. Instead, they don't do it. So, as you can imagine, this is not about a logical thing. It's an emotional thing. Okay? So you must understand that sell is related to emotions. Okay? The alpha here is it means that there is a correlation. I can also say that sell is equal to an F. If you want me to explain this, it's a function of emotions. Okay? It's like this. Some emotions sell more. Okay? Some emotions sell less, or they don't sell at all. Like here, there is being scared. Okay? If people are scared, or generally speaking, scared and confused, they don't buy. So the amount of money is zero, or the amount of transactions is zero if they are confused and if they are scared. So if you already sell something, my question for you is, do you scare your people or do you make them confused when they purchase? Because if you do this, maybe you don't do this, of course, intentionally, but if they feel this way when they are on your website, let's say, this is a problem. Okay? Now, you might ask yourself, what's the emotions that have the highest probability to sell instead? Well, number one is make others. So people buy because they want to make other people, make the others, envy them. Okay? So the biggest reason why people purchase things is to show the others that they are bigger. They have an happier life, they are better, and really better. Now, if you speak with them, they would say, I don't believe I am nothing special. They would say, yeah, I am still learning. I am nobody. They would say these kind of things. What they purchase instead if you look at where they spend the money, like if you have the bank account and you see the transactions, you will soon realize that what they purchase is all about make the others envy them. This is the number one reason people purchase almost everything. Okay? The number two reason is, let's say, because they are scared of the opposite of what you sell, okay? So when people buy something, it's because they are scared of the opposite of what you sell. Of course, if they are scared of what you sell, it's like forget to sell. Okay, but so consider the dentist example. People purchase it because they want to make the others envy them because they have really white teeth, and because maybe they are scared of the pain of feeling the pain of if they don't fix the teeth. Okay? So if you sell what the English for this, the ear device, to make people listen, they will buy it because they are scared. They fear that people in the room can speak about them. They can't listen what they say about, like, if I was the grandpa, I would be scared of not understanding what they say about me in their room or in the room behind. I want to listen. You understand? So they are scared of the opposite. That's why they purchase. And let me think if we can enjoy something else, but this is basically this. But the very important thing, the number three thing, and this is where the huge money is. Is huge. Okay? The number three is because they feel the right to purchase. Let me write it down. So the customers, okay, give themselves the right to buy. Okay, so you are an employee, you earn 2K per month, but still you book a 5K travel to Paris. Okay? You still book a 5K travel to Paris. Why? Because that person will think, I have worked hard enough, I deserve it, it's my right to see Paris. So they will give themselves the right to buy. And this is the best huge market, okay, where you want to be. Because people will think they have the right to buy. It's their right to do it. Many other things don't have this advantage. Why? Because, let me explain this. Now, for example, if let's take the dentist example. People go to the dentist, they have pain, they want to change everything, but still what they think is, I have pain, I suffer, you dentist are supposed to do it for free, or as an help for me. They will pay 50,000 to fix the teeth, of course, but on the ground they wouldn't do it they would have said, if possible, you are supposed to do it, let's say, for free, because I am suffering. You understand? This is a huge difference when you want to make money. But other things, it's not this way. So for example, a person that wants to go to Disneyland Paris, the person accept the idea that it's not free. So they don't even complain it's not free. They would expect it to be expensive. And they are like willing to spend the money. So now coming back to the very first part, where was it? Here, make people willing to pay you. It's all about this. So how to make money is making people willing to pay you. Now, the thing is that some things that people buy are motivated by being scared or because they want to make the others invade them. These are good too. Okay, like for example, travels, right? So travels are really powerful because people want to share the post on Instagram and say, oh look, I have a really great life. And they also want to give themselves the right to think um, they deserve to travel. Now, let me explain this. If you are a company and you want employees, right? You want staff. Let's say that you want staff. You look for staff. Let me explain that. How powerful is this? Look for staff. What people will do is speaking about, the money, the opportunity of career, these kind of things. But actually, I don't even know what I wrote, but that's fine. But if you now show the person that he or she can travel for free as a benefit and they can share this picture on their Instagram, they would sign the contract like now, even if you pay a little less. Because in their mind, the most important thing is to make the others invade them. Like go to the dead, maybe they were fighting for the future with the dad, and they go back and say, look, they pay me the travels. They don't even speak about the fact that you don't pay them a lot. I am not suggesting you to do it. I'm just my will is to make you figure out how important this is and the impact that this can have on your bank account. Okay, so the very idea is this. Now, if you understand this, it's all about making them feel the right emotions. Okay, so the last part of this video is about how to influence their emotion, right? Why? Because if you understand that, well, what is it? Oh, I lost it. I've lost it. Okay, if you understand that money is equal to sell and sell is equal to make people willing to pay you and make people make people willing to pay you is equal to emotions, now the question is how to influence their emotions. Understand? Because you don't want them to think about what they are purchasing. You want to make them in a mental state where they will to pay. That is the opposite of making them accept that in a logic way. It might seem to be logic. Many times when we sell, we somehow show them things that look like they are logic, but we do in a way that that logic influence their emotions, so they are not logic anymore. For example, let me explain this. So we have a sales page, okay? If you don't know what it is, don't worry. In the next videos, I'm gonna explain this, but it's basically a written text with images where we ask for the money. This is what it is, okay? Now here somehow we can show them a graph of the potential income, okay? And what they will think is that this is logic, it's data, right? It's numbers. So since their inner belief is that numbers is a logical thing, we use numbers to trigger their emotions so they buy. You understand? Are you figuring out why I'm the king of marketing now? And my promise for you was that this video would have taught you how to make money, and how to make money not where was it? Not this, but this huge with me, with Gluck. Okay? So again, subscribe to the channel, stay with me, blah blah blah. So now, how to influence their emotions? Okay, here what we do, we use words, we use pictures, we use, of course, videos, and we use numbers. Okay, and the real way to make money with everything is try to figure out how to make together the online with the offline. So if you are able, I'm not kidding, if you are able to make people willing to pay you exploiting the online and the offline, so online will be, for example, YouTube plus website, and offline is, for example, you have books. Okay, so now if you are able to make this happen, your money income will like explode. You understand? So how to influence their emotions? We use words, picture, videos, numbers. And so the basic idea is that we use what we used to call copywriting. That for many people, they don't get it is right. For them, it's just, I don't even know what is for them. But for us is how to remove that. So for us, for the king of marketing, and for you that now you are my next subscriber, maybe you will be my client, or maybe, I don't know, but okay, so the copywriting is, the real thing is how to use, these things, so words, picture, numbers, whatever, okay, how to use words, pictures, videos, numbers, everything, how to use, let's say, communication, generally speaking, to remove the logic, and I would say like replace with emotions, the right emotions, so the right one, okay, so they buy, okay, so they buy, and now you got it, okay, so we have to sell. So just a brief recap again, how to make money before the with books, with the AI, with a restaurant, with YouTube, with Amazon, with Instagram. Okay? We need the roots, we need the marketing knowledge. Now I've told you my story, so we need to sell. We need to sell, And every money that you earn, either you sell it, like you have sold something, either you are behind this process. And so you must understand the process. And so money is equal to sell, and sell is equal to make people willing to pay you, and will is equal to emotions, and some emotions are better, and the three most powerful emotions is for people to buy is they are sure they will make the others invite them, okay, for having doing that, whatever, or because they are scared of the opposite, so they will pay you because they are scared of the pain of not doing it. So, for example, um, you have a son in Europe and you are in USA. Is going to marry in Europe. Of course, you are scared of not being in the wedding party. So you buy the plane regardless how much you pay, because you are scared of the opposite. You are scared to lose the trust, and the relationship with your son. Understand? Um, this has nothing to do with the plane itself. Or customers give themselves the right to buy. Okay, so I deserve this. I have been working hard. Like, how many people are poor but they go to the gym? Because they think, first of all, if I have a better body, the others will envy me. Almost anybody, like hardly, I would say nobody, is scared of being weak, and with a weak body when they are old. Nobody goes to the gym because he is or she is scared of, being with, it's like they are not scared of being weak when they are old. But they give themselves the right to buy because they think, I'm working hard, I deserve going to the gym, I deserve buying the supplements. You understand? So now the point was, so now I got this, how I do influence their emotions, because in this way they will to pay, okay? And so we use copywriting, that is the exploitation of communication, so words, picture, videos, numbers, to remove the logic from them and to replace it with emotions, the right emotions, so they buy from us. Okay, and the last part of this video is competition, right? Because nothing of what I've been talking about in the last 30 minutes would be, I would say, like real if we were not in a competitive environment. So, for example, travels, okay? Travels is like we have free hotels, right? Hotel 1, Hotel 2, Hotel 3. Now, there is one person and has to decide where to go, here, here, or here. Where do you think the person will go? And if you don't think that person doesn't know that the free hotels is here, maybe there are, let me improve this explanation. Maybe there is hotel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, first thing is this person aware that this exists? Or he just see the number 4 and number 5 and these for him are just hidden? Okay, so how can you position yourself here in front of him So he wills to pay and buy this. Now, the very first thing is how you position yourself in the first position, right? Here, and not here, yes, and here, no, right? So how you position yourself in front of the customer or the potential customer, so the other competitors are not even seen. And the second question is, now, how can you beat this 5-0? You understand? How can you beat, if you are here, it's you. How can you beat the other one 5-0? So this person for sure will come to you. Okay? So that's why we use the copywriting. Copywriting is winning the competition. Okay? So we exploit the copywriting to win the competition. And because if you don't know that the person knows that there are hotels, I can figure out in England or in London there are hundreds of them. So these hundreds, how can they position themselves in front of me? And how can they beat the other one to be full? Okay, this is the way you want to think. If you are Gluck team, you earn this amount of money. If you are any other team, you earn this amount of money. That is bad, that is good, right? Yeah. And this is really bad. Okay, so you need to exploit, I would say, like mental manipulation technique or copywriting, whatever you want to call it, but you understand the point. So you make them feel like they are willing to pay you. Okay, so this is how you make money. The thing, like with hotel, with books, with, I don't know, whatever. So sometimes it's just enough. So here is the customer, here this is you, and here we have the competitors. So sometimes it's just enough to place yourself before the competitors to win. Sometimes you are in this situation where you compete with others, okay? So how can you beat them? You still do it with the copywriting. So the after on the sentence how to make money with, okay? So with hotels, books, restaurants, cocktails, coaching businesses, whatever, like if you're a dentist, if you're a lawyer, if you are whatever, it doesn't matter what you do, you still are in a competitive environment, and you can't neglect the copywriting issue, because otherwise either you are never in the very first position in front of the competitors, so you win just because you are in the very first choice. And if you don't know, people tend to pick the first choice by default in 50% of the times, and the other 50% of the times you win the other 30%. So imagine what the difference is when you are in the very first position. Okay, 50% of people just choose the very first option by default, not even think about it. And in the other 50% of times, you win the 30%. So the other situation is that you are instead in a really, like 2 or 3 competitors where they go, like where the customer is going. Understand? So in order you to beat the other, you need the copywriting. And so now how you sell with, like how you make money with hotel, books, real estate, Amazon, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's just a particular application of what you have seen in this video so far. Okay, so now there are a couple of things you want to know. Okay? In the next videos, first of all, we are going to speak about, you remember the tree, right? So we will be speaking today about the roots. We are going to speak about the body. Okay? that is the personal attitude and behavior. And then we are going to speak about the fruits, okay? So how to make money with the real estate, with this other thing. So stay with me, you will enjoy it. But now, maybe your question is, oh, Jesus Christ, this is the king. So Gluck is king, right? Now, your question might be, how can you hire me to make you make more money, right? Okay, so first of all, number one, you are not starting, okay? You are not starting, okay? If you are starting, in the next videos, I'm gonna show you how to start, but I will not follow you personally, okay? So number one, you are not starting. You already have a business, okay? You already have a business and you are earning at least 3K per month, okay? So if you are doing at least 3K per month, tail of course, let's say 200K, okay? Whatever, I'm just giving you like, the minimum is that you are doing 3K, okay? From 3K above, I might follow you, okay? So this is the really thing, okay? So if you are not starting, you might send me an email, okay? Email, I write it here, so you use this email, liquori dot consulenze at gmail.com, okay? This is a really easy mail. You find it in the description of the video, and you write name, okay? You write the company or whatever you do, company or activity description, and you give me an idea of, let's say, what issue you think you have, okay? Because, okay, I will answer. So, and of course, what is your goal, okay? Idea of the goal, what you would like to achieve, okay? Let me write it better. Goal, okay? So now, if you, number two, want to make times 2, times 3, times 10, times 50, what you're earning now, okay? So number one is you are not starting, you can send the email. But now, if you want to make this multiplication of your income, okay, you send the email and I will answer with, we will see, but generally speaking, what we do is give you a first 30-minute appointment, okay? We discuss about your situation and I will craft, okay, a personalized solution for you, okay? So just, there is the video here, right? Here there is the description. Look for the description. There will be instructions on how how you can apply to have my support for your business, company, whatever you do, whatever you have, okay? Guys, for today is enough. My suggestion for you is to watch the video again, like 4-5 times maybe. Okay, in the next videos we are going to speak about really interesting things. So I would suggest you to subscribe and to stay, aware of it. And yeah, again, if you follow, or better, if you have the two requirements, you can send an email and we will see how to proceed with your personal project. Guys, my fee is really high, okay? My fee is high, okay? So if you don't want to spend at least 4K, don't write, okay? Just subscribe to the channel, start to make the money with what I say, and then you know, we can do something together next. But at least you must have the 4K, because with the really basic service, okay, this will be your minimum cost. And that's it, guys. Thanks for your attention, and start to apply these concepts and you will see a really huge increase in your income, because I'm sure you are not doing, if you are not having the monetary result you want, you are not doing some of these steps. So don't blame the YouTube, don't blame the Instagram, the Amazon, whatever. It's just you are not doing these kind of things, okay? And we see you in the next video. Bye bye.